Good morning, internet. Good morning, subscribers, online viewers. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. I am Kinarapi. I first have to start with apologizing for not having put out a video for the last 2 days, and that I'm back again this morning, Monday morning, with yet a new video here. And the title of this video is we're gonna talk about the Iranian unrests. Now, those of you who follow the news around the world are aware that the Iranian currency faced an unprecedented plunge, therefore falling far below the purchasing power, and therefore infuriating a lot of Iranian citizens. Now, what followed is 2 weeks of continuous protests, starting from Tehran, which is the capital city, and spreading countrywide in Iran. Now, the government responded by cutting down the internet to be able to control the amount of information that reaches the Western world. That infuriated the Iranians more, and now they are calling for the ousting of the Khamenei regime, and shouting the name of Pavlov Shah, who is in exile for a long time. And it is not clear what the end result of these protests will be, but one thing can be concluded for now, that thousands and thousands of Iranians have lost their life out of the protests, because the Iranian security agencies responded with a lot of brutal force, and most innocent civilians were the casualties. Now, there are all indications that clearly the Khamenei regime is facing tremendous pressure, having come out of a war with the United States hardly 7 months ago. Now, United States has threatened to intervene in Iran. But Iranians have responded that if the United States indeed make good of their threat, they will attack or blow up all the US bases in the region. Now, whether Iran has that capability or not is yet to be seen, but whatever they say cannot just be taken lightly. The last 7 months, we saw when the United States went in Iran, Iran was able to unleash ballistic missiles that reached as far as Tel Aviv and far beyond, that caused tremendous damage and killed millions and millions of people. A factor that I don't think Israel is really healed from that episode. Neither has Iran healed from the attack that Israel rained on Iran the last 7 months ago. So therefore, this issue is coming at a time when all the eyes are on Iran. First of all, it has a currency problem. And secondly, they have decided to cut internet countrywide, meaning no use of internet for anybody. So therefore, it is a matter of frustration for the young people who depend on social media to communicate and disseminate information out there. They cannot be able to operate. So therefore, we are looking at this issue critically and trying to analyze it, to dissect it, and bring it to you viewers with a very open eye. Now, having talked about Iran and the crisis over there, the blackout of internet, there is also another country that is of interest to the United States in the moment, which is Cuba. Cuba, for a long time, as is known, is a poor country and has been depending largely on the Venezuelan oil through Nicolas Maduro, who is in the US custody right now in New York. Cuba is not going to get that oil no more oil for Cubans, and I think in return Cuba was providing security men to Nicolas Maduro in exchange for oil. That is going to end with the Trump administration signaling that Cuba should hurry up to make a deal with the United States or face it. By facing it, I mean there could probably be perhaps even a regime change, or some form of invasion, just like we saw Venezuela. Now the dictator there in Cuba, forget his name right now, has indicated that all America is saying is hot air, that nobody can invade an independent, sovereign country like Cuba, and that they'll fight to the last drop of their blood. So, all that having been said, is yet to be seen what direction Cuba takes on this, because they are clearly on the radar of the United States. Now, we have seen the invasion of Venezuela before, and with the toppling of Nicolas Maduro, and now this morning I heard there is a travel ban for United States citizens to Venezuela, citing insecurity over Venezuela. You got the gangs there known as colectivos. Colectivos is the gangs that were doing the bidding for Nicolas Maduro, meaning if you are opposed to him, the colectivos are the men who are sent to neutralize any threat. Now apparently they have risen up, now hunting for anybody American in Venezuela. Where this leaves us now is a country that is very hostile, not only to anybody with an American passport, but indeed anybody touring that country. You are not safe. So these are reports that we continue to receive, viewers, and we continue to dissect them and bring them the way we deem fit. Now let me know in the comment section what you think about the plunging of the Iranian currency, and also the cutting of the internet by the security forces, and what impact that might make to the economy. One thing is for sure, that the Iranians are growing increasingly tired of the Khamenei regime. And that they can't wait to have a replacement. But it is yet to be quantified how much the Shah in exile has, how much support he has locally to warrant a leadership position. That is a question for most analysts to answer. Also, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. And where the end result for this thing might go, which way this thing, which way Iran. This is an interesting story to follow. We've been following this story for the last 2 weeks or thereabout, and there do not seem to be any end in sight for this story. But we continue to interrogate any information that we get that can be verified and dissect it accordingly. Now, viewers, for those who have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please take this opportunity. It's free to subscribe. And that is the only way you can support or be part of this channel. If you watch my videos and you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. And that is the only way to support my efforts. The new subscribers, wherever your time zone is, welcome again. This is a trip downtown Baltimore in the harbor. And this is early hours of the morning with the sun brightly shining from the front here. Very bright. Baltimore. Approaching downtown Baltimore. Here we come. See the city in the background. Look at the city in the background, beautifully laid out. Today's trip was very quick with no traffic. Minimum traffic experienced. Downtown Baltimore.